You're watching NewsX. My name is Vineet Malhotra. Prime Minister Modi addressed almost 11,500 BJP delegates from across the country during the Bharatiya Janata Party's National Convention 2024, which aims to draw out campaigns in the wake of the upcoming Lok Sabha polls. The event is being held at the Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi. The Prime Minister began his speech by chanting Bharat Mata Ki Jai. The delegates present at the venue lauded the Prime Minister with sloganeering and applause. Before we in fact jump into this debate, let's listen into some of the key pointers that were made by the Prime Minister.
हम सबको जुट जाना है, हर नए वोटर तक पहुंचना है, हर लाभार्थी तक पहुंचना है, हर वर्ग, हर समाज, हर पंथ, परंपरा, सब लोगों के पास पहुंचना है। आज विपक्ष के नेता भी एनडीए सरकार 400 पार के नारे लगा रहे हैं। और एनडीए को 400 पार कराने के लिए भाजपा को 370 का माइलस्टोन पार करना ही होगा। हम राजनीति के लिए नहीं, राष्ट्र नीति के लिए निकले हैं। हम तो छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज को मानने वाले लोग हैं। जब छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज का राज्याभिषेक हुआ तो उन्होंने ये नहीं किया कि अब तो छत्रपति बन गए, सत्ता मिल गई तो चलो उसका आनंद लो। उन्होंने अपना मिशन जारी रखा।
All right, Xavier Rodriguez, BJP leader, with us on the program. Mr. Sumit Peer, senior political commentator, also joins us on the show. Mr. Anshuman Sale, Congress spokesperson, will be joining us momentarily. Sumit, I'll begin with you. You know, what really caught my attention about the way the Prime Minister, in fact, was trying to prep, this delegation was not getting into the nitty-gritties of what the opposition does, what they say about the BJP, or how divided they feel the country is. But he more or less made this one remark that my intention is not Rajniti at this point in time, it's Rashtrniti. I have already done a lot of good for Gujarat and my own country. A lot of my well-wishers tell me to retire. But this is not about retirement, this is not about opposition, this is not about BJP or the Congress, it's about the nation. That's exactly the reason why the country will once again choose us over any opposition. That's what the Prime Minister said.
Vineet, thanks for having me on your show. In fact, he's absolutely right. If you look at, Vineet, if you look at the pulse of India, if you look at the people out of India, if you talk to anybody today, even if you talk to the tallest of the Congress leaders, I don't know how many are left, by the way, they will still tell you, Abki baar 400 par. Even Sonia ji will know, Rahul ji will know, Priyanka ji will know. But yes, their problem is they cannot admit and tell you. But others will tell you, even if you talk to the one-to-one, they know that. Now, the question is very simple. It is now the election is not about winning or losing. In winning or losing, agendas fight. It is about, do you get 420, do you get 430, do you get 428, or do you get 434? That is where the election is. The election is, do you get 375 or do you get 378? That is what Prime Minister Modi is fighting, because what the Honorable Prime Minister has been rightly saying, that in next 5 years, you will lay the foundation stone for, you will be laying the foundation stone for next 1,000 years. So it's very important for the nation, it's very important for the people to vote for the Prime Minister, and it's important for every BJP worker to get started to reach every Samaj, every Tabka, every people across the walks of life, and make sure that BJP on its own crosses 370. So 370 is not the target. 370 after today's national executive is like a base mark. You have to cross 370. It's not I'm at 360, I'm happy. Nahi, 370 par karna hai. That is the kind of message which said, and by doing this, you'll be helping the country, you'll be built. It's not Raja Dharma, it is Rashtra Dharma, because the kind of progress country has seen in last 10 years, and another 5-10 years, the country will be at a different pedestal, the country will reach at a different scale, the country will scale different heights altogether. That is what the Honorable Prime Minister meant. So it is not the election about winning or losing against anybody. Election is an opportunity. How can you take country, how can you take Bharat to the next level? And that that is what the task is. The task is cut out because I don't practically see opposition. Where is the opposition unity? And if you look at Kamal Nath, almost joining BJP, you're talking Manish Sisodia, sorry, not
Manish Tiwari.
Manish Tiwari, and you are talking of, who else? You're talking of, I think Mr. Ashwani Kumar is being talked about.
Okay, but Mr. Tajinder Singh Bagga has denied that, whether Mr. Gehlot is going to be, going to the BJP or not. Shubh Malhotra of the Aam Aadmi Party is with us on the program as well. Shubh, appreciate you joining us. Taking a leaf out of what Sumit just said, he said that there is no unity in the opposition, and that is going to be, a goal for the Bharatiya Janata Party. They're going to use that to great effect, as they always do, any loophole that the opposition gives them, and that's exactly why the BJP is where it is.
Well, it is quite sad that a party that has come with such a huge majority in the country is having to rely on the mere fact that the opposition is not united. Because let me just tell you that while it might still be a work in progress, but as far as the opposition is concerned, in individual states like Delhi and Punjab, we have BJP pinned. And whenever BJP has ever gone against any single one of these opposition parties, which is what we are going to see in North India, South India, all over, they are definitely going to find it very difficult. And, I find it quite laughable when the spokesperson was talking about Rashtra Dharm and how India is elevated. I mean, I don't know if they have any understanding of the statistics of in just 9 years of Modi government, the inflation record of 30 years is broken. And this 7% inflation in India, although in Delhi we are somehow maintaining 3%. But what about the 7% inflation in India? I mean, the average cost of the typical plate of an Indian, which includes pulses, roti, onion, tomato, paneer, it's almost 30% costlier ever since Modi ji has come to power. Highest unemployment in 45 years. I mean, in 2014, when the Modi government came to power, petrol was 55 rupees. Today it is 100. Diesel 45 crossing 90, gas cylinder 400 crossing 1000, 1100, twice, thrice increase. So I don't know what sort of vision that they can present to the country, except for the fact that, the opposition is not united. But even that does not hold true, because in individual states like Punjab and Delhi, they are definitely going to find it extremely embarrassing, the results of 2024.
You have said from Savio Rodriguez as well. Savio, number of issues highlighted by Shubh Malhotra, saying that unemployment is at a 30-year high. Inflation, of course, apart from Delhi, everywhere else in the country is also extremely high. Do you think the BJP is going to suffer as a result of these issues, or they're going to win despite all these challenges?
Vineet, like I mentioned earlier on your program some days back, my co-author and myself, Amit Bagaria, over the last 45 days have been working on analyzing the entire performance and the initiatives that were put forth by Prime Minister Modi and his government from 2014 right up till January 2024. And I can tell you, from whatever analysis that we have done, no matter what the AAP or the Congress leaders say, the people of India, a large majority of the people of India, because we are a democracy, will vote back Modi as the Prime Minister of India. And why do I say that? Because once the elections are announced, Modi will not be the Prime Minister of India. And it's up to the people to decide whether the performance of Modi as a Prime Minister has been to their liking, and it has been as expected to them. So a lot of people, we sit on TV panels and we intellectualize what are the goods and the bads that are done by the government, by the opposition. But in reality, to the voter, the most important thing is how have the policies of a government impacted his life. So whether it is the women, whether it is the poor, whether it's the youth, whether it's the farmers, whether it's the startups, whether it's the MSMEs.
Savio, what about a pointed response to the allegations and the accusations that Shubh Malhotra has made about inflation and unemployment? Let's handle that head on. Let's handle that head on.
There cannot be there cannot be a pointed explanation to unemployment because the factors that derive concerns around unemployment or employment are varied. Now, you talk about government jobs, you talk about what is the employment created, but there are so many parallel employments created that we never talk about, like entrepreneurship, which has grown up rapidly. If you look at what happened during 2006 to 2013, there were roughly about 650 startups in India. Right now, there are about 1,17,257 startups. Look at the growth that has happened in MSME, which is driving employment. So I'm a little confused when the opposition talks about unemployment. Yes, there could be factors that they are looking at or yardstick that they are looking at to measure it. But the way we are looking at it, we are seeing that there is employment happening, there is job creation happening, there's job generation happening. Now, unless you're talking about the government wanting to give jobs, have you seen the influx of FDIs that have come into India, the growth of that? Have you seen the number of people that have become entrepreneurs over a period of time in the last 10 years? Look at the scale of operations of foreign companies coming into India. Look at the scale of operations of Indian companies going abroad. So the yardsticks to measure unemployment is something that is completely convoluted in India at this point of time. And for me, as somebody looks at numbers and startups and MSMEs, I can tell you we're doing really well because we've got 100 unicorns right now in India.
Respond to that, then we'll get a response from Sumit Peer as well. Shubha, I want you to respond to what Savio has just said. He said you are going by the figures which perhaps are not entirely or genuinely attributable to the state of unemployment in our country. Look at the MSME sector. It's blossomed over the last few years. That generates a lot of employment.
Well, I don't know which statistics they are looking at, but as per the ministry's own statistics, around 14,000 MSMEs actually have closed down in the past year. And given that the history of MSMEs is such that they account for almost 50% of the exports of India and huge amount of employment that they have generated.
I don't know where you've got your statistics from, my dear friend.
Maybe,
let her finish. Let her make a remark.
Yeah. And, this is a government now making excuses as far as the unemployment rate is concerned. This is a government that came to power saying that we are going to give 2 crore employment every year. There is no sight of that. In fact, we are at the lowest point as far as unemployment is concerned.
If you're going to go by that logic, Shub, if you're going to go by that logic, even...
Can I give her one
Hold on. Shub, if you're going to go by that logic, even Arvind Kejriwal made a lot of promises. There's going to be free Wi-Fi everywhere in Delhi. There are going to be CCTV cameras everywhere in Delhi. The last mile connectivity in Delhi is going to be taken care of. It's the job of a politician to make all these claims, right?
Let me just...
Okay, I want Sumit to come in now. Sumit, no, wait 1 second. No, wait 1 second. 1 second. No, wait 1 second.
I'm higher than London.
All right, okay, now you're nitpicking. Okay. All right, now let's not nitpick. Sumit, weren't these some of the promises that were made by the Aam Aadmi Party before they came to power? Have they fulfilled all of them? Going by that logic.
You see, Vineet, before I answer you, just give me 30 seconds. I found it completely flabbergasted by the illusion, Aam Aadmi Party illusion. With one Lok Sabha MP, you are going to bring down Modi, who's talking up ki baar 400 par. You're one Lok Sabha MP, and you are saying that you will bring down somebody who is saying, I will do minimum 370. Now, Mr. Kejriwal, yesterday said, मैं तो 2029 की तैयारी कर रहा हूँ. In 29, I'll relieve the country from BJP. So 24 election, he, by his own admission, is given up. That is point number one. Point number two, Vineet, let me give you some hard facts and data, which my friend will kind of agree. First of all, 25 crore mudra loans given. So what is a job? In economics, job is called opportunities to earn. Rozgar kya hosa? Job is not employment with a PF and a ESI number. So if you look at US, 60% of the economy or the GDP is contributed by MSMEs. Now your GDP from 1.8 has reached to 4 trillion. Your stock exchange has become 4th biggest in the world. You are number 4 in hydrocarbons. You are number 4 in space. Your startups have created $330 billion of whatever the wealth. You have generated 7 lakh jobs through startups only, and these 25 crore mudra loans. You are running the biggest insurance scheme of the world with 54 crore people. You are giving food to the 80 crore people. You have done the highest procurement at the MSP. You have the highest crop production and the highest disbursement. And now, if you still believe that
I think that we can find out on our own also, Sumit, I want you to categorically answer the caveat that I have given you about what the Aam Aadmi Party promised to the common man.
I'll come to that.
I want you to come to that.
Yeah. So, Vineet, give me a second. Something has just come up. I need to.
Okay, I'm going to let Savio come in on that. Savio?
See, today we're all sitting on TV panelists acting as economists of understanding the economy. But you have to look at what has happened, which is why we are endeavoring to put this book together. It's not a praise all Modi book. It's an understanding of where India is going over the last 10 years, because roughly we have mapped about, over 1,000 initiatives that are done by the government, and they have had some impact or average impact as far as the society is concerned. So what is it that drives people? The driving of people or the support for Modi is not the rhetorics that come out from political parties. It's really the impact that happens at a ground level. You need to ask the lady who has a toilet in her home right now, which was about from 2006 to 2013, there were about 3 crore toilets. Now they are about 11 crore toilets that have been done.
That's a good point. That's a good point, Shubh. How do you respond to that? Open defecation is almost history now, thanks to the BJP.
Yeah, no, there are three things that I would like to respond to. I'm of course
you're not answering the question.
That any of your co-panelists was not able to come up with a single promise that Arvind Kejriwal has not.
I'll answer that.
All right, okay, we'll get to that. We will get to that. Shubh, don't worry. I have that on my radar. I have that on my radar.
I have patiently listened to all of
you. Go ahead, Shubh. Go ahead, Shubh. Nobody's going to interrupt.
As far as CCTV cameras also are concerned, it has completely come through, and we are more widely covered than Paris or London as far as CCTVs per kilometer in the world is concerned. The second thing being that as far as Aam Aadmi Party with one MP, but you do realize that Aam Aadmi Party has come to not only power in 2 states, but apart from that also within Gujarat itself, we did not just win 5 seats and just a 10-year-old party and become a national party, the third national party only after BJP and Congress in a matter of near 10 years. So what does that tell you about what is happening in the last 10 years in the country? People obviously disgruntled with the state of affairs. In Gujarat itself, which is considered to be the so-called fort of BJP, we won 5 seats. But not just that, we came second in 35 seats. So this obviously has struck a sort of fear in the hearts of the ruling party, and I think they need to think about following through on their promises, not questioning anyone else on their promises.
That makes me laugh today.
And now let me tell you,
all right.
Average impact. Average impact.
Savio, 1 second. Savio, let her finish.
Yeah,
let's not be disrespectful, please.
Yeah, let's not be
disrespectful. Let her finish her point.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, and at the same time, people do not vote for average impact in their lives. If inflation is Delhi is half as compared to the rest of India, it is not. It is beyond average. They vote for Arvind Kejriwal because he has managed to control the prices of electricity, provided free education, world class, free water, free bus for women.
Okay, all right. Pointed answers, Sumit. Pointed answers. Pointed answers. Nothing golmole. Did Arvind Kejriwal deliver on everything he promised?
First of all, tell me what is the money you have put on infrastructure? You have put all the money and made Delhi cause deficit because you have put all the money on subsidies. Why you have problems? Why you have raids on the jail board? You had a 300-page file on Sheila Dikshit. Did you make that public? You had the people said, "You'll bring the lock poll." Did you bring the lock poll? You're talking of camera coverage. Let me give you the data. In India, we have per 1,000 people, we have 1 camera. I think for 10,000 people who have 1 camera. So you are no exception. And who gave you the number that Delhi has 3% inflation?
Who gave you this number?
Inflation is, madam, the inflation. मेरे मोहल्ले का inflation बताओ 5% है. No, inflation is controlled over a country.
Let him make his point. He kept quiet when you were making yours. Let him finish. I'll come to you.
You cannot talk of inflation for a mohalla or a tehsil. Sure, let me point, ma'am. Please let me make my point.
Let him finish.
Inflation cannot be done by that. Where is the Wi-Fi? Where is this, where is the Mohalla clinic? What about the scams of the Mohalla clinic? Where is this governance which is being developed? What about the school scam? What about the excise scam? What about the so many scams you have given? And what have you done to Delhi? Look at the Delhi under Sheila Dikshit. It was a cost surplus. You know, not excess money. Today, where is the money? How many new hospitals did you build after COVID? How many new ICU beds did you build? How many new schools did you build? How many new colleges did you build? आपने दिल्ली को लंदन बना बना दिया, सिंगापुर बना दिया, केजरीवाल जी कहते थे क्या क्या बना दिया. And why, if you are doing so good in Punjab, why does your chief minister come and ask for 3 lakh crores? And why are you asking for lakhs of crores? Prime Minister Modi and saying, "Bhai, Modi ji to paise nahi de rahe." You are doing fantastically good. You should be able to generate your money, which is model. And when it comes to the MP poll, yeah, Lok Sabha polls, why is BJP gets all the 7 seats if your Kejriwal ji has so fantastic model of governance that he is the magic? Why does BJP take all the 7 seats? How many seats are going to win in Delhi? आप बताइए, you will take all the 7 seats? Can you tell
Of
on?
course we will. Of course. Yes.
Yeah, both of
If
you will
there is
come and will
Can
and
I
you and
respond?
me are going to meet again. Don't
Can I
say that
respond?
it goes against
Yeah.
your party. And why people are not voting Kejriwal in the Lok Sabha? What is the reason there? And tell me after that, why do you have this scam after scam and scam happening? You know, in school you're scam, in Mohalla clinic you're scam, in liquor you're scam, and in the bus
Well,
program
any
you're scam everywhere. No, this is the reality of life.
anything
I'm
you
not
are
asking
saying,
us questions.
anything is
नहीं,
a
जैसे आप कह
scam.
रहे 3% inflation
All
दिल्ली
right,
पे
okay, one second,
क्या
one second.
करते हैं?
Everything is a
One
scam.
second,
is
one
happening?
second, one second, Shubh. Let Savio come in now and then we'll go to Shubh again. Savio has been very patiently listening. Savio, go ahead. You were laughing about something, Savio. Savio, I want to hear the joke as well.
You see, the reason why I was laughing at what the AAP spokesperson was talking about is you're within your right to have the impressions that you have about your political party, and there's nothing wrong with that. But we asked her a pointed question. The pointed question that was asked, that there were 3 crore toilets that were built from 2016 to 2013. There are about 11 crore toilets built right now. The LPG distribution at that point of time was 14.5 crores. It's 31.4 crores right now. FDI into India was 350 billion at that time. It's now 596.5 billion. Electronic exports, which is again business, which comes through some form of employment, during 2016-13 was 7.6 billion. Right now, under the Modi regime, it's 22.7 billion. So you can be delusional in your assessment of what is happening, but the facts are there for people to see. And I come down to the most important aspect. It is not what we say in the television channels that's going to make any difference to the person voting. What's going to make a difference is the individual impact that person or that family has had. And numerous amounts of people that we have spoken to
Savio,
come down to something as
Savio,
simple.
how would you categorize and describe, the not fading away popularity of Arvind Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi Party in the national capital? There's definitely something that the people of Delhi are holding on to when it comes to voting for the Aam Aadmi Party over and over again.
I've never been of the opinion that the Aam Aadmi Party is a political party that's not working for the interest of the people. That's not something I've ever said, and that's not something I'll ever say. The point at the end of the day is there are certain aspects of the Aam Aadmi Party that were there before that have shocked a lot of people that were followers of the India Against Corruption movement, and currently the Aam Aadmi
That's a valid
Party.
point. Arvind Kejriwal set out to change the system to get rid of corruption, but now, the maximum number of political prisoners in Tihar jail belong to the Aam Aadmi Party.
Precisely.
Yeah, I would like to respond to that.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I think
Let her respond. Savio, let her respond. Let her respond, please. Let her respond.
Yeah,
1 second.
Yeah. No, I don't know what information my co-panelist is, privy to, but this is information that is not there with the courts, which have clearly said that not a single rupee money trail has still been found against all of these people that have been just pushed inside jail by virtue of the good work that they have done
They
for
haven't
the
been pushed
people.
by people. They've been not allowed outside. They've not been allowed out of jail by courts. But
see, I'll tell you.
there are courts involved in this.
No, the bail question.
Shubh, 1 second. Shubh, there are courts.
Whether you're
1
fooling
second.
yourself or the
Sumit,
people.
Okay, 1 second. Sumit, I want to come to you. But Shubh, the question is, there are courts involved in this who thought that it's not right to give any of these people any kind of an anticipatory bail. It's not only our common sense, it's the honorable courts that have also decided that there is something fishy.
Of course. And it is these very courts that are saying that there is not a single rupee of corruption that has been...
No, I'm sorry, which court said that?
It is the same. Again, you're not allowed me to speak. Then I will speak while you are speaking and you will not like
Sumit
it.
wants to make one last point. We've run out of time. Sumit, one last point. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Sumit wants to make one last point. 1 second. 1 second. So 1 second. 1 second. Okay. All right. We're wrapping up. We're wrapping up now. 1 second. Sumit, 10 seconds. 10 seconds, please.
But then I want to say a few things.
Please,
No,
please,
we don't have time for a few things. Sumit, 10 seconds.
The point here is that
beating around the bush.
Indian legal system is based on bail, not jail. Why multiple times from multiple courts the bail gets rejected and only gets rejected when the courts are prima facie convinced that this person can influence.
No, that's not true.
And
That's
this
not
person is involved.
Okay,
Why
maybe that's
you are-
going too far,
That's
Sumit.
not true.
Maybe
Because
that's
the
going
courts
too
of
far.
India
That's not
are
Maybe.
compromised.
Okay. All right.
Are you
Sumit.
saying as a national
All right, 1
spokesman
second.
that the courts of India are compromised? Are you saying
No, that's not what she said.
No,
That's not what she
but
said.
That's
not what she said, Sumit. That's
PMLA is being misused.
I'm
The
saying-
PMLA is being
What is
misused by the
misuse?
incumbents, by the
What
current
That's not what she said.
It's not under government.
Okay. All right, we've run out of time, but the fact of the matter is that the burden of proof is still with, the prosecution to put these people behind bars.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.